Get some!
The legendary feats of strong men have been celebrated throughout time. But just how true are these fabled acts?
Yeah! The world's strongest man!
After years of competing as rivals, the 4 strongest men in the world are teaming up to find out.
Keep going, keep going! No!
They'll take on epic feats of strength
It's not going up.
in a quest to prove who really is the strongest man in history. On this episode, they're in Toccoa, Georgia, home of All-American strongman Paul Anderson.
Steady your chest. Steady. Tight.
They'll attempt 3 of his most difficult stunts,
Find the balance, find the balance.
including lifting 2,700 pounds of people. Can they beat his records and each other? Let's find out.
Come on, Ed, come on! Big pop. This must be the place.
Check this thing out. That is freaking cool.
I am probably the biggest Paul Anderson fan in the world. World's strongest man. Lifted greatest weight ever raised by a human being, 6,270 pounds. So when the producers asked us which great strongman in history we'd like to go after, the first name I thought of was Paul Anderson. 1956 Olympic gold medalist, super heavyweight.
You know what I'm really impressed about? That you read all that.
That was really good.
Paul Anderson's literally like the Babe Ruth of our sport.
Hey, how are
you
y'all? How are you? I'm Paula Anderson Schaefer, Paul
Nice to
Anderson's
meet
daughter.
He paved the way, and I'm not sure the sport would be where it is today if it wasn't for Paul Anderson.
This is our backyard. This was Daddy lifting. ABC, NBC, CBS were all here filming him.
I can't believe we're actually in Paul Anderson's house. This is where he used to train, this is where he lived. He was born in this house. It's sacred ground.
I had something I wanted to show you. It is from the Ed Sullivan Show.
Cool.
We're about to take you to the Mapes Hotel at Reno, Nevada, where Paul Anderson will pick up 2 strong boxes filled with 15,000 silver dollars. Paul, what is the actual weight?
Well, the weight of the silver dollars plus the apparatus is a little over 1,100 pounds.
We have to try that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because he did all these amazing things with the movie, with the Ed Sullivan Show, and he didn't get the publicity that at least we feel he deserved.
Right.
In 1957, there were only 3 television networks. Today, there's over 1,000. On top of that, you've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. The whole world's at your fingertips. For us, we could take a picture and post it and like 1 million people see it,
You're
you know?
right.
1 million people. You haven't got 1 million followers.
Well, not 1 million followers, but I mean like 1 million people
I've got
see
1
it.
million followers.
Yeah, okay.
How many have you got?
I think I'm at like almost 200,000.
200 people.
200 people, yeah.
Total. Robert Ober's social media is full of American flags, tanks, hunting, pictures of himself smoking cigars, playing the banjo. It's pretty pathetic.
So you think you've got a stronger following?
I know I've got a stronger following than you.
You may have more, but definitely not stronger.
Do you want to put a wager on this?
On Instagram?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Okay, let's make it fair. I've got about 5 times the following you've got. So you do 5 pictures, add up all the likes, and compare it to my 1 picture. Before we leave Georgia, we count this up.
Sounds good to me.
Okay?
So then what do you want to bet?
The usual.
I don't want to do the usual again.
We're doing the usual. Whereas there's no point. Doing the usual.
All right.
You on? It's on.
Oh, wow.
That's way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, totally. For our first challenge, we want to investigate
the $15,000 silver dollar squat that Paul Anderson did at the Mapes Casino.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Less than a year after winning a gold medal at the Olympics, Paul Anderson performed at the Mapes Casino in Reno, Nevada for 2 weeks. The casino offered a prize of $15,000 to anyone who could match Paul Anderson's feat of strength. But did he really squat 1,100 pounds every day? Let's find out.
Paul Anderson is a strength legend. So he said it was 1,100 pounds, which is a crazy amount of weight. We actually don't know if it was 1,100 pounds, so we need to look into that.
You know what's really cool is they put this together using the measurements. This is actually the same size.
And how wide is this box?
23 inches.
If we were to fill the boxes completely filled with coins, what did it come out to?
4,209 pounds.
Wow.
There's absolutely no way that thing was all the way full of silver dollars.
There's no coins in the back.
Yeah, in the back.
There's this huge space in here. That's the fake wall. So we knew there must have been a fake wall then for those coins to come all the way to the top. So let's try and work out what this is. How many coins have we got in this fake wall?
This was filled with 1,800.
1,800 coins.
Yeah. We don't know how many coins exactly the Mapes Casino put in those boxes, but we estimate it to be roughly the 1,800 coins that were needed to fill up the front windows of the boxes. Based on our calculations, the actual setup that he squatted was 720 pounds. I personally think that there's a chance that the casino told Paul Anderson this weighed 1,100 pounds. He stepped up and just said what they told him.
Yes. Paul Anderson supposedly squatted this once, maybe twice a day, every day for weeks as part of a show. But I personally think he's been put on the spot by a casino, and the weight's definitely been amplified. I've got the world record in the deadlift at 1,102 pounds. And I did that once, and I've never done it since. I had blood coming out my eyes, my ears, my nose. I fell unconscious. I went blind for 20 minutes. It nearly killed me. And for Paul to have squatted 1,100 pounds almost on a daily basis, he would have seriously hurt himself.
I think that we should all go get warmed up and try to take on this lift and pay him respect anyway.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we'll set that.
Come on. Let's go, B. Boom.
That's it. Come on, Brian.
Come on, Brian.
Step back. Right. Go forward a step. Forward a step. Right. You're good at that. You're good at that.
Put it in.
Put it in.
Put it in. Put it in.
You're in. You're in.
Picking up the squat setup for the first time was pretty crazy. With this big of an apparatus, that flex is just gonna start bouncing. It was shaking. You guys ready?
Yeah.
So trying to stay stable was a very hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian. Stay where you are. We'll move the rack. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Fine, Nick.
Let's go, B.
Side. We're with you. We're with you. Yes. Easy. Yes.
Set.
Down. Down.
Woo! Woo! Replicating that squat gave me an even higher respect for Paul Anderson, because that type of setup in the stage that he would have done it would have been unstable as well. And he did that multiple times per day for probably weeks on end. Come on!
Let's go, Obi.
Get some, get some!
Come on.
You got this, let's go. Up.
Happy?
Good. Down. Set yourself, set yourself. Big breath.
Come on, Obi. Great job, Obi.
Attaboy. Awesome, man.
The boxes are so awkward, it works our whole core. It's so wobbly, oh my God. It was the hardest squat at that weight I've ever had in my entire life.
Great job.
Oh man, I hope Paul Anderson's looking down smiling.
Absolutely.
I don't know why you made it look so hard.
The squat itself was a scary setup. It really was.
Let's go.
Nothing. Because we had all our weight in the front of the boxes.
Ease into it. Don't jerk it up. Good count. Right clear.
As soon as you pick it up, you were shaking like a dog having.
Get up. Good squat. Back. Rack.
Good shot. It was just such a scary thing to do.
It's like squatting during an earthquake.
Yeah.
That's the way I can describe it. Let's get this done, Nick. Come on.
It's only weight. I'm not looking forward to this. This is gonna be rough.
Come on. Nice and easy. Gentle into it. Come on. Good. Clear.
Stay where you are.
Down.
Find the balance, find the balance.
I've got it. Come on. Come on.
Let's go, Nick.
Down and up.
You got it. You got it.
No. Give this.
Well, I'm excited to see what Eddie Hall is going to do here. We're going to see what happens now when they added another 24,000 pounds by pulling a plane.
Do you like his rhythm and his body, the way it's pretty low here?
Yes, I do. Short, powerful, choppy steps.
He's got a nice one going here. And Aaron, he's going to be successful here.
Find the balance, find the balance.
When we were trying to work out the $15,000 squat lift that Paul Anderson did,
Let go.
Nick went down.
Give this. Good, we're good. Drop.
I lost my balance squatting the coins due to the bar being whippy.
You all right? Everything okay?
Yeah, I just gotta get these knee wraps off.
Yeah, just breathe.
That was probably the shakiest bar I've ever put on my back. I couldn't stay stable with it. And as I started to squat down, I just lost it forwards. There was nothing I could do, and it just slammed me right down.
Do you want to do it again or no?
I wouldn't, man.
That scared me, bro. And honestly, I almost hurt myself trying to pick that up off you.
Yeah, you don't have anything to prove, man.
Yeah, but I gotta prove it to me.
It's up to you, Nick.
I want it.
You want it.
I want it.
All right, buddy. Well,
All right. I can't believe he's about to do this again. That doesn't seem smart to me.
Focus. Let's go.
Tight.
Come on, Nick. Step up. Let's go.
plant your feet and don't move them. Do not move. Come on.
Let's go. Come on, Nick.
Right where you need to be, Nick. Let's go.
Ease into it. Ease into it. There. Good. Free. Your weight.
Go.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, that's better.
Let me get some.
Coming up with that and coming back and getting it was definitely one of the best feelings I ever got in my life. I'm really glad I did this. I mean, I love Paul Anderson, so.
You do realize that Paul Anderson was 24 years old when he did this lift, right? And so you are more than double his age, which is a feat in itself, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Well done, buddy.
Really, really good.
These guys.
Yeah.
Oh, come here, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Groupon.
I want to beat Eddie, man. Yeah, I know. I want you to beat Eddie too, but 6 o'clock in the morning?
Eddie and I made a bet to see who could pick up the most likes on Instagram. So I was looking online, and the most popular spot in Toccoa for pictures is Toccoa Falls.
Oh, man, it's so pretty out here.
I was thinking, you know, something funny, something different. I think we get a picture of you scrubbing my back in the waterfall.
Really? All I can say is Brokeback Fountain. Oh, I'm hungry, so let's get something to eat.
Yeah. Let's do like 50 burgers.
50 burgers.
No bun though.
Wings as well? You do chicken wings?
We do wings.
A couple hundred or whatever you got in the back would be perfect.
All
That's
right.
a snack.
Just small.
I don't think people even realize how much food we eat. Being this size, you gotta eat about 10,000 calories a day. So for me, that table looked normal. But when I came out, I realized it was a great opportunity to take a pic. Wait, before we start, Nick, you gotta give me a shot for my Instagram.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No chance. No
Why?
chance. You're not benefiting off at my expense because I'm chipping in with this food. Take one as as well, Nick.
Well, I called it. I'm the one who started first. Dibs.
Fine.
You gotta respect dibs, bro.
Fine. I was quite jealous, actually. It was a really good photo. This is.
That's what a loser would say.
I didn't think Obos had a chance of beating me in this challenge, but now I'm seeing the photos he's doing. I'm going to really have to come up with something great to beat him.
Y'all want to see where my dad used to work out?
Yes.
Love that.
Okay, come on.
Oh, that's a little dungeon, huh?
Yes, it is. You come in backwards, so keep your head down.
Being big is its challenge that's hard to identify with for most people.
This is gonna be interesting.
Always tight, cramped, hot, you know, ducking your head through doors or just being stared at by everyone all the time. I always feel like I'm in a fishing bowl and people are trying to tap on the glass to see what I'll do, you know?
So Paul Anderson truly must have been 5'9" to be able to train down here, because I'm 6'8" and I'm having to duck down just to move around in here.
Today, everybody goes to the gym. Back when Paul Anderson was doing all this, there were no gyms.
These are the ones he used, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you know what those are? I have to see those plates.
That is insane.
Why? Is it just because they were Paul's or because they're...
These are original York deep dish plates, probably from around the 1950s.
Oh, so Nick used to train with him then?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually did used to lift with those kind of York plates. I'm that old.
The fact that these were Paul Anderson's, and there are very, very few of them out there, essentially it's priceless.
This is Brad excited. I collect old-time strength equipment. That's like finding a Mickey Mantle rookie card in your basement and not really knowing what you actually have.
I wanted to show y'all something. Y'all come have a seat.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Cozy.
Oh my God. Nice. This is lovely. Really comfortable.
All right, so this is from Russia when he lifted at Gorky Park.
Have you guys ever competed in Russia? No. I have. It was not comfortable as an American.
16,000 Russians packed into Gorky Park to watch the Russians against the Americans. Paul Anderson stepped up and had the bar loaded with 402.5 pounds, and without expression, pushed the weights overhead as if they were toys. The young man from Toccoa, Georgia, had just broken the world record by 22 pounds.
That's a fair, nice little storyline.
All right, guys, you ready to go try this?
Yeah. You guys want to come with us?
Yeah, we'd love to see. We'd love to watch.
Sounds good.
Oh.
We'd help y'all out of the sofa.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you.
You might need oxygen now.
For our second challenge, we're gonna try to replicate Paul Anderson's record-breaking 402-pound overhead press.
How you guys doing?
Hell of a crowd here.
It was so cool just to have the Anderson family standing there waiting for us to do this thing.
Paul lifted it from the deck to his chest and pressed it overhead, but that takes a good couple of months of training, and we haven't had that training.
Paul Anderson cleaned and pressed 402 pounds. What we're gonna do is similar, but we're gonna do it strongman style. We took out the clean, so we're gonna attempt the press itself because that's actually what Paul Anderson is known for. What we're here to replicate is his press. So it's from the shoulders to overhead.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Let's do it. I'm gonna start warming up.
While I was warming up, my right shoulder was kind of hurting me. It just didn't feel right. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, my shoulder's not loving this. I heard it training last week and it just, I can barely get my arm up over my head right now.
You opting out?
I'm opting out.
Okay.
I didn't want to get hurt trying, so I just kind of bowed out.
Well, look, since we've got the setup, we've got 155 pounds on the bar. This is a nice warm-up weight. Why don't we get an average person to do this? Cameraman. Come on, buddy, get in here.
You're an average guy. Let's
Ian,
get you on
here
this.
he is. Come on, buddy.
Here he is. Before every challenge, we call in the average man just to show you exactly how strong you have to be to do these feats of strength.
I feel like I'm gonna just keel over backwards.
Oh, it's fine.
If you do, don't worry, I got my phone. I'll call 911 for you.
Oh, thanks.
And I've got my phone. I'll take a video.
Oh, God. All right.
Come on!
You knocked my hat off. Jeez.
Right.
3,
3, 2,
1.
1, go!
It's heavy. And it's how much I weigh. So good luck, good luck.
Cheers, Ian.
Cheers.
All right, guys, we got the bar loaded. Bar's 45 pounds. These two big red plates are 55 pounds. Two greens are 25s. We have a black 10. And then on the outside here, we have a blue 5. And then the collars on the outside are actually 5.5 pounds, which gives us a total of 406 pounds even. So we're taking the record up by 3.5 pounds. So it's a good weight here. It's gonna be fun. I think we can make it happen.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Up. Shoulders are my specialty.
Let's go.
I've got the strongest shoulders in America, and doing the overhead press, following after one of my heroes, I'm really excited about this.
Up. Come on, Robbie. Get up. Good. Come on. Leg press. Up. Yeah. Nice.
I felt really good about the press. It was a little emotional for me.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
When I saw Paula and I saw the statue, I had goosebumps. It was one of the greatest moments of my strongman career.
Come on, Ed.
I've lifted 476 pounds above my head. That's the current world record in strongman, to putting a weight above your head straight.
Come on, Ed.
The problem here is I haven't lifted anything above 300 pounds above my head in the last year.
Oosh! Come on, come on.
And then we get to this lift and it's 400 pounds.
Let's go, Ed!
Then I'll be honest, I don't know if I can do this thing.
Easy up, easy up. Get it up.
Paul Anderson lifted 402 pounds above his head. We're trying to replicate that, but it's been over a year since I've lifted this kind of weight. I'm feeling really apprehensive. But then I looked around, I looked at the Anderson family, and I saw their faces waiting in anticipation for me to that lift.
Easy up, easy up. Come on, you got it! You got it! Ah! Boom!
To have Paul's family there watching on, I felt as though that I couldn't fail. So I had to get really psyched up, I got really angry. And I channeled all my energy into getting that lift done, and I'm so glad I did, and I'm glad I paid my respect to Paul.
Let's go, Brian, come on.
Because of my training, pressing 402 pounds has now become not that much weight.
Come on, Brian!
Now, it's taken me a long, long time to be able to say that, because for a long time, 402 pounds was a weight that was a goal weight for me.
Come on. Easy. Yeah! Yeah!
Brian is one of the strongest guys that's ever walked this planet, and it looks so effortless. He really is a phenomenal athlete.
Paul, will you come up here and take a photo of this? The whole family, you guys, come on, come on.
Yeah, seriously.
Come up.
Him doing that back in the day with 402 pounds is absolutely incredible.
Come on, buddy. Good.
Let's sneak off in that corner over there.
All right, you got your phone?
Yeah. What gets the most likes on Instagram?
Naked girls?
Booty pictures. You know, sex sells, so.
Oh, dude, if you're gonna do that, you need to lean over and stick it out a little farther.
I feel so exposed right now.
You got to bend over more and stick it out.
Nick was trying to teach me how to do it. You gotta pop. You want the pop, And if you do the duck lips, it's like this. This is Instagram.
Oh my God.
I look like I'm constipated. You do.
Ladies first, Brian.
Squeeze back down here. This is the real feet before the feet, right?
The other day we saw those original York barbell deep dish plates. So today I want to attempt the gold standard of pinch grip strength.
These are 45 pounds apiece, so total 90 pounds. And the grip strength feat with these is to match them up face to face. So smooth side out, match them up like that.
Yep.
And then squeeze them hard enough to lift them with one hand. There have only been 5 men in history that have accomplished this feat with one hand.
More people have been on the moon than lifted these plates.
Literally, that's the difficulty level.
I thought I'd try it first, just to gauge it and, give him some idea how tough it is.
Give it a good squeeze. All right.
Oh. Does that count?
Not a full lift, but you broke it off.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
That's awesome.
I'm not trying that again. This is your record, man. I don't want it. I didn't quite do it. So now I was interested to see if Brian can do this. Okay, Brian, you ready? We're in Paul Anderson's basement. You've got 2 1950s 45-pound York plates.
Yeah.
Only 5 people on the planet have done this. In your own time, buddy. Bloody hell, Brian. That was so easy.
I thought that would actually be harder.
To see Brian do that feat of strength, it wasn't a shock to me at all. It left for good measure. Just another day in life for Brian. I'll have another go whilst we're waiting. But then when Brian did it, it put the fire in me to go back and try again.
Nice.
I honestly can't believe I did that.
That list counts.
Thanks, buddy. Brian became the 6th man to pick up these plates, and then I became the 7th.
So that's history, man. That's neat.
Me and Brian have become a part of a small little family in the grip world, which I was super pumped about.
Dude,
I'm happy with that.
That was sick. Seriously.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the idea. I think what we do, I do a lot of cigar shots, so I got some cigars.
Oh, cool.
For my final Instagram picture, I had to go back to Paul's house. When I saw Paul's Cadillac, I was honestly a little bit jealous. That guy had some style. I want to get the emblem in it, but I think it's going to be kind of tricky. It's a big, beautiful Cadillac with that emblem on the front. I wish I would have thought of that.
Are you ready? Taking them.
Do I look strong and pretty?
I don't know. Try to get one for the front.
I figured what's cooler than a big, giant Cadillac with Paul Anderson on it and a cigar?
Let's see.
These are good. That's good. All right, I like it. All right, quit swiping. I got naked photos of me on here, man.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
I'll send them to you later.
No. Don't. Oh.
Hi, you okay?
Yeah.
Morgan, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
How you doing? So for the Instagram bet that me and Robert have got going on, I've got something really nice planned. I met 2 girls at the gym yesterday. They were quite good looking. I persuaded them to meet me at the park today at 11 a.m.
So how do you want to set this up? So I'm going to get the same pose as Paul Anderson. Gotcha. With the bar and obviously girls instead of weights.
Now I think this is going to win people over.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, up.
People like to see pretty ladies, people like to see muscles, and they also like to see legacy as well.
You ready, Brian? All right, you're good. Come on, Brian, move around. All right, you got it? Right,
Yeah, okay, nice and slow.
No stance.
Easy.
Oh, good job.
Are you good?
Good job. Oh, that's fine.
That was incredible.
But it's going to be really tough to beat Obus. I've seen a couple of the photos that Obus has put out so far, and to be honest, they're pretty good. Let's have a look at it.
Nice
That
job.
a good
That
one?
was so good.
All right, that's posted. Let me just refresh it, make sure. It's already got 200 likes. I'm not even kidding.
That's awesome.
Oh, Obus is going to be so screwed.
He is.
That looks great, huh?
For our final challenge, we wanted to take on the carousel lift that Paul Anderson did on the Ed Sullivan Show. That is awesome.
In 1957, Paul Anderson appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, lifting up 18 celebrity guests on a human carousel. These Hollywood stars, along with the apparatus, collectively weighed in at 2,700 pounds. How did Paul lift more than twice the weight of a grizzly bear? And will our strongman be hip to this challenge? Let's find out.
Who's up first?
Me.
Let's get it, brother.
All right, start warming up here. I'm so honored that Paul Anderson's family came to watch us do the carousel lift.
This piece of equipment, which is almost exactly like the apparatus Paul used, is
It's 485 pounds empty.
Oh, good grief.
Nice little warm up for you.
Yeah, because everybody warms up to 500 pounds, right?
A hip lift is exactly what you would think it is. It's putting a belt around your hips, having a weight connected between your legs, and then using mainly the muscles in your legs and hips to lift the weight up off the ground. This is all gonna come down to leg strength, so strength through the quads, hamstrings, glutes, hips. That's really what's gonna be needed to lift this thing up.
One down at that, Nick.
So it's pretty important, guys, to be safe with this. I did this in Australia probably 6-7 years ago, and it cracked my L4 vertebra in 2 spots and cracked my L5 in 1. I've shrunk in 1.5 inches.
Well, thank you for that information just before we're about to lift it.
My concerns with the lift is getting the balance correct. If we mess something up, we could be crippled.
When you do a big lift like this, you don't start at the max. You gotta warm up.
So good.
You're good.
Down.
You've gotta let your central nervous system fire the proper way. Oh, you're 4 or 5 inches off the ground.
Down.
So you do lighter weights and you build up to the maximal lift.
How do you feel?
Yeah, feels good.
All right.
So you wanna get Paul's family out here? We don't have any seat belts for this ride, sorry.
You all right, Mama?
I'm all right.
This is Paul Anderson's grandson and son-in-law. So why don't we go Edward on that side for sure, and then we'll add Paul on this side.
In order to replicate Paul Anderson's lift, we need to add enough people to equal 2,700 pounds.
We need Caleb, Tate, Caden, and Luke. We actually weighed everyone in attendance before we started the carousel lift and then wrote their names down on a list. You guys weigh 640 pounds. We're not gonna list weights, although you all could probably eat a little bit more. So that we could pick people out based on their body weight. All right, guys, so here's what we got. We need to find 2 young men that are fairly balanced in weight. So we've got one that's 242 pounds, one that's 234. So that'll give us 476 pounds.
It's a bit too much.
Yeah.
But 159 plus 242 would be exactly 2,715 pounds.
It's unbalanced though.
It'd be fine.
No.
I'd rather go the heavier weight.
80 pounds heavier and balanced, or 80 pounds less unbalanced?
It won't feel unbalanced though. It's so heavy you won't feel it. I think no matter what weight you put on that carousel, there's always going to be a risk factor to hurting yourself. Can I have the heavier guy on that side and the lighter guy here? And I think as long as the balance was somewhat equal, which it was, then we've done the best we can. So can we all shuffle, everyone 6 inches to your left?
It's not safe to move people around once we have the balance.
6 inches to your left?
I do not want to get hurt. And once the balance is set, you don't mess with that balance.
I'm a little concerned about the carousel challenge. It's something I've never done before.
Come on, Robbie, nice and tight.
Scovers.
So going up there, I was worried.
No.
You okay?
I felt a pop in my back.
Oh, dude.
Not good, man.
All right, give me a second. Just give me a second. I could feel a little bit of a slide on the belt, but what was happening was my spine was moving. It popped twice, and that was it.
Are you tapping out?
Yeah,
You all right?
that's it.
Good job, Obi.
Sometimes we make things look easy, but you gotta understand, it's a ton of weight. We're picking up human bodies. Both my legs went numb.
Yeah?
My body just said no.
To put that in perspective, that is over a ton that you had strapped to your waist.
It felt like it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Ed. Let's go, Eddie.
In your own time.
Let's go, Ed.
Tight.
Good.
Clear.
Yeah, I felt a big pop in my back then.
Right.
Genuinely, yeah. Big pop.
I warned Eddie not to shuffle the people because we had the perfect balance, and Eddie didn't listen.
You all right?
Just breathe, bud. Just breathe.
Oh my God. I did hurt myself. I think either way it would have happened anyway. It was just the sheer weight that really hurt me.
Okay.
I'm not admitting to being wrong.
Come on then, Brian. Let's go, B. Let's go.
Go. I'm actually really concerned. Both Eddie and Robert just got hurt. You never know what's going to happen when you're lifting that kind of weight. I don't even know if I should be doing this.
Clear my head.
That's a lot of pressure through the hips.
It's just.
I feel like if I go heavier than that, I'm now risking a big injury. So I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna let Nick do what he wants to do.
I'd rather go the heavier weight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do have the world record in this type of lift, so I think you're the man to beat. I think you should go for it.
All right.
All right, so why don't we do this, Nick? Will, can you step up, please?
Will?
Swap William for
Will.
For Will.
Good
Will
trade.
for William. Perfect.
Good trade.
That'll give us a grand total of 2,791 pounds.
91 pounds over what Paul Anderson did on the Ed Sullivan Show. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do this for Paul. Let's get it.
I'm feeling pretty excited about the challenge now because we got the balance right. It's safe.
Let's go, Nick.
So I can put all my focus right into that one moment and pop it off the ground.
Let's go, Nick.
Come on, Nick.
Down and up. Let's go.
Get it done. Get it done.
Clear. Stop, stop.
Don't want to spoil anyone's thunder, but that one didn't leave the ground.
Pretty sure it did.
That definitely didn't leave the ground.
Huh.
All right.
Now we're gonna ask him to do it again?
If you want to be respectful to Paul, that never broke the floor.
Eddie called BS on my lift, saying that I didn't get the side off the ground. I put everything I had into that, and it just sent me over the edge.
Let's go, Nick.
Get it done.
Nice and straight, Nick.
That's it.
All the way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You good? Yeah. There was no way I was getting off that carousel without doing it and showing everybody I had it.
Ah!
They always count me out. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that lifted more than Paul Anderson.
The oldest man.
Didn't you guys have a Instagram bet to settle?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Indeed.
You guys ready to find out what the usual is?
Right, so the deal was the loser has to drink
From the other person's shoe.
a shoe full of water.
You guys ready to tally?
You want to tally out yours first?
Okay, I'll go first.
I'll count them for you.
Okay, in my first picture, we're at 11,924. I cannot wait to watch Eddie drink out of my shoe. And then this third picture, 18,829. I've been working out with no socks for the last week just waiting for this. What's the total?
The total of your 5 photos is 72,515 likes.
That's pretty good for me. I'm happy with that. All right, let's see what you got.
Total for my picture was 86,508 likes.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Brutal.
Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just to let you know, literally, I've been wearing the same socks for a week. I want you to taste me.
God, those reek, man. I smell them right now.
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
You know that warm saliva you get before you throw up? Yeah, I've already got it.
Oh my God.
I bet the colour of the water's going to come out like grey. Horrible. Come on, Obi, get it done. Get it done.
Oh my.
Honestly, watching Robert Oberst drink water out my shoe was the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh my God.
Bigfoot.
Better than breaking the world's deadlift record?
Yeah.
There was little bits in it, which I'm hoping were shoe, but more than likely were part of Eddie's foot. That was disgusting.
I know, I smell.
Give us a kiss, Ed. Give us a kiss, Ed.